Hey, welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining me. Let's go. You know what time it is. How do you handle conflicts or disagreements about personal space or alone time in your relationship? Which is very important. I think everyone in every relationship needs time alone at some point. You was born alone, you're gonna die alone, that type of thing. I don't know if that fits right, but I'm just saying it's always good to be alone and get to know yourself, be at one with yourself, in my opinion. Um, Me personally, I definitely, I'm gonna just be honest, I've been single more of my life than I've been in a relationship. So being alone is something I definitely not only am I used to it, but something I would need from time to time. And also I feel like when you have your alone time, it gives you time to miss your significant other, right? If you're always underneath each other's under armpits at all times, you'll get tired of each other quickly. So it's good to have that alone time and get your thoughts together, and then you start thinking about each other, and then when you see each other, it's just like boom, that Connecticut energy, you know? But let me know what you think. Do you feel like having alone time is beneficial in your relationship? How do you go about it? Do you talk about having alone time, or do you kind of just let it flow and then end up building up a whole bunch of anger and get tired of each other? Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Have you ever felt suffocated in a relationship, even one you cherish? You yearn for closeness and intimacy, yet simultaneously crave moments of solitude. This push and pull between connection and independence is a universal dance in intimate relationships. Imagine a couple deeply in love yet constantly clashing over their need for space. She thrives on shared activities and constant communication. He recharges through solitary pursuits, needing silence to unwind. Their differing needs create friction, leaving both feeling misunderstood. It's not about creating distance. It's about fostering a dynamic where both partners feel seen, respected, and free to be themselves, both together and apart. Neglecting personal space can have detrimental effects. Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, emphasizes the importance of emotional bank accounts in relationships. Just as we deposit and withdraw money, we invest in our relationships through positive interactions and deplete them through negativity. Recognizing these early signs is crucial. Prioritizing personal space, however, is not synonymous with neglecting the relationship. It's about creating a healthy equilibrium, a rhythm that honors both individuality and togetherness. The concept of me time often gets misconstrued as selfish or indicative of a problem within the relationship. However, carving out time for individual pursuits, hobbies, or simply quiet reflection is crucial for personal well-being and, consequently, the health of the relationship. Think of a musician in an orchestra. Each musician needs time to tune their instrument, practice their part, and refine their individual skill. Similarly, in relationships, nurturing our individual passions and interests allows us to bring our best selves to the partnership. We return from our me time refreshed, energized, and more capable of giving and receiving love. This concept applies to all kinds of relationships, not just romantic ones. Friendships, familial bonds, and even work relationships benefit from respecting individual space and boundaries. This respect for personal space demonstrates understanding, fosters trust, and enhances the quality of interactions. Understanding that time apart can ultimately bring you closer is key to navigating personal space within any relationship. While the need for personal space is healthy and natural, conflicts can arise when partners have differing needs or expectations. One partner might crave solitude after a long day, while the other seeks connection and conversation. These discrepancies, if not addressed constructively, can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, and escalating conflicts. Communication is paramount in these situations. Often conflicts arise not from the need for space itself, but from unspoken expectations and hurt feelings. The key is to differentiate between a genuine need for space and behavior that signals disengagement or a lack of care for the relationship. Navigating these complexities requires open, honest dialogue. It's about finding a compromise, a middle ground where both partners feel heard, respected, and secure in the relationship. Disagreements about personal space are inevitable in any relationship. What matters most is how these disagreements are handled. Bottling up feelings of frustration or hurt will only lead to resentment and further misunderstandings. Instead, approach these conversations with a spirit of collaboration and a genuine desire to understand your partner's perspective. Remember, it's not about winning an argument. It's about finding a solution that works for both of you. Start by choosing the right time and place for these conversations. Avoid initiating a discussion about personal space when you're already feeling stressed, rushed, or emotionally charged. Create a safe space for open communication, free from judgment or blame. When expressing your needs, focus on using I statements. This approach encourages empathy and facilitates a more constructive conversation. Creating harmony around personal space requires a proactive and ongoing effort from both partners. It's about establishing healthy boundaries, communicating effectively, and finding a balance that honors both individual needs and the needs of the relationship. Here are a few strategies to consider. Establish clear expectations. Openly discuss your individual needs and expectations around personal space. Schedule me time. Just like you schedule important meetings and appointments, schedule dedicated time for yourself. Communicate your whereabouts. If you're planning to spend time alone, let your partner know in advance. Remember, creating harmony around personal space is not a one-time fix, but an ongoing process. You'll need to revisit these conversations regularly, especially as your lives evolve, your needs change, and new challenges arise. The key is to approach these conversations with openness, honesty, and a willingness to compromise. Navigating personal space in relationships is a delicate dance between honoring our individuality and nurturing our connection with our partner. It requires a delicate balance of assertiveness and empathy, of expressing our needs while also being mindful of our partner's feelings. It's about recognizing that our need for solitude doesn't diminish our love for our partner. Rather, it allows us to return to the relationship refreshed and more capable of giving and receiving love. Embracing this dance means letting go of the need to control our partners or to be in constant contact. It means trusting that our partners still love and care for us, even when they need time apart. When we embrace this dance, we create relationships that are both passionate and peaceful, connected and free. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate all disagreements, but to navigate them with grace, understanding, and a shared commitment to building a love that honors both who you are and who you are together.